What's up, world? It's your girl, Tionna Smalls, aka Coach Cooch. I'm here with my Rich Kitties, and this is Mouthful of Fur Special Edition. Woo! All right, ladies, introduce yourself to the world.
Hi, my name is Bonita J.
Patrice Parker.
I'm Miko.
Hi, Eleese.
All right, every week we get together, and every week we talk a bunch of shit. Your girl, Coach Cooch, is in Atlanta, Georgia. Yes. And I had to go and call my girls. We gotta talk about this shit. They watch us in New York and we just be talking. So I said, girls, we're gonna get together, have a little glass of wine, water, whatever, and talk some shit. So you girls ready tonight?
Yes.
All right. So about a month ago, I had an event called Coffee and Conversation. If you didn't check out Coffee and Conversation, here's a clip.
A lot of women are single because dudes have a lot of options. Like I'll meet a woman who got all these, I need a man to do this. Mom, you live with your mom, she don't got the car, gotta come pick you up. I'm talking about myself.
All right, now that you girls saw the clip, it's all about men telling us why we are single. So I thought maybe it's time for the ladies to discuss why we're single, right or wrong, right? So y'all gotta keep it real, just like the guys did, and it's gonna be on and popping tonight, okay? So when I spoke to the fellas, a lot of them were saying that women are single because they don't know what they want. What do you girls think about that?
No, I think that women know what they want. I think that more men are looking for a come up.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you mean by come up? Like somewhere to live, they're looking for a mama?
All of that. They're looking for somebody to take care of them. Right.
Oh.
And it's not like the old fashioned, let me, provide for you, take care of you, be a man. That I think they've been raised wrong.
So you're thinking that these guys want a mama. They want a girl that's going to take care of them, and they don't want to bring that much to the table.
Right.
Nothing to the table.
Oh, okay. What do you think about that, Patrice? You've been married before. What do you think about that?
Well, I can't speak for everybody, but I have seen situations like that where the man wanted to play the role of the woman. And I know that in Atlanta, this city in particular, that is an issue because you have so many professional women.
Right. Getting that money, getting that cash.
You have like this unbalanced number where it's like the ratio is really off.
Right.
So a lot of women are putting up with it.
And they're like, if you want this dick, you need to pay for it, basically.
And they are.
They are doing it.
That's the problem. There's sponsors out there. They are doing it.
It's way more than them just giving somebody a place to stay. Like they are
paying bills.
Paying all the child
support.
They driving out. Go out. Like
this shit is crazy. Let's go back to paying for child support. Like that's not even your child, and you're paying for child.
I know so many situations where, and the girl can have no kids.
Oh,
but if her man is facing court or whatever, she like, don't worry about it.
What a damn dummy.
Yeah. Or he cannot be taking care of his kids, and she still want to be with him so bad or so desperate. I think it's because in Atlanta, the ratio is, is off. It's more women than men. So they're so desperate. They're like, I'll pay for you. I got you.
And the girls, you are not supposed to believe in Halloween. That means you don't trick and you don't treat. If your girl has kids and there's child support and you don't have no fucking kids, you need to go kill yourself. That is ridiculous. Coach Cooch is totally against that. Now, what were you saying?
I was saying the good ones are tainted. And let me tell you why.
The good ones are tainted.
Right, because if you have certain standards that you're not going to take from a man, it's like 10 others that's going to take it.
Yeah.
Even the ones that come out here, so they might have a good head on the shoulder, they might be raised right, but then they got someone, they might got a good girl, but if she's not giving you exactly what you want, and it's 10 other ones that's going to give you something else, you're going to do it. Go to that.
Oh, man. What do you think about that, Elise? What do you think about that?
I just feel like good women get a bad rap here in Atlanta because we're not putting up with the stuff, and it's like they expect all that from us. So when we don't do it, we're a bitch.
Yeah. So I think that a lot of people are single also because they are afraid to be alone. So with being afraid to be alone, you choose any motherfucker that got a penis that can give you some attention or give you some company, quote unquote, not knowing that they're giving you company because they don't have nowhere to fucking go.
Thank you.
And I think that they're not waiting. Sometimes in life, when you're single, you have to take your time and say, let me spend some time to myself. Let me get some me time, or let me go alone for a few years so I can find out what I want.
Yeah.
So what do you girls think about that? Do you think that women are afraid to be alone?
Yeah, a lot of women are.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part.
And
Because
then-
they're settling.
Settling. So that's the problem, ladies. A lot of you ladies got tired of going to sleep alone. And I know I was celibate at one point for 7 months, and it was the worst 7 fucking months of my life. I could write a book about it. But it was the best 7 months of my life because it showed me that I can go without.
Yeah.
You can go without. Yes, the first few days you're gonna be so horny, you're gonna want to hump a fucking wall. But after a while, you're gonna be like, you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth waiting and getting to know somebody because. Build a friendship. And when you first meet a guy, don't be afraid to ask the questions that you need to know.
Yeah.
Okay, my famous question when I was single was, are you single? And if they say, yeah, I'm single, I say, well, who's the bitch that thinks she's your girl?
Yeah.
Let me know. Because they always got somebody who's in the cut. What do you think about that, Miko?
No, it's true because if you don't know up front, then they can lead you on and have you run in circles. And then they can say, well.
And there's a lot of games, and I really personally don't got time for games. And you might have a crazy bitch or something, and I don't have the patience.
Exactly. And then all in the news, somebody shooting somebody. Somebody.
Every week. We talk about this every week on Mouthful of Fur. There's an intimate partner violent crime being committed because people are either playing games. I mean, like on last week episode, we talked about girl Chicago who ran over her baby father's girlfriend with the car, backed up the car, ran over, went back and ran over again. All this over some fucking dick that a nigga that who gonna be with another bitch probably tomorrow.
That's too much.
And that's the good thing about being celibate because you have time to be clear and not realize because sexual thing like that emotional tie.
Yeah,
serious.
Yeah, I'm too emotional.
Really, it's really serious.
If you're an emotional fucker, then it's going to be too emotional.
Right.
But you're emotional. This is my best friend, so I know it for many, many, many years. And I can say you are an emotional fucker. But you know that though. That's a good thing. You own it,
girl.
It's two type of women in this world. I told you this. I don't know if you remember this conversation. I said there's women that's driven by love and there's women that's driven by money.
Yeah.
And you are the woman that's driven by love. And there's nothing wrong with that.
I love love.
Why do you love love so much?
I think it's because I've always wanted a family. I want my own family. I
Right, she was adopted, so make sure you say that.
I was adopted. No, I was adopted, so that is. I just want my own child, my blood, and everything. I love my family. You know what I mean? But I just want to have something in this world that's my own.
Right.
So, but I want the full picture.
You want it to be right though, right? You're not one of those people that's willing to just do anything for the picture, right? Because some women, they want the picture so bad that they drawing fucking imaginary characters. You know what I mean? And I also think that you have to have a man, and I won't say find a man because that's the problem. I think women aren't supposed to find a man. The man's supposed to find you. So you are supposed to get a guy who wants the same things as you do. All right, well, I had to go and get my son because as you can hear in the background, he was making mad noise, but it's okay. I'm divorced, we can do that. Hi, baby cat. All right, so go back to what you say about. We were saying that some people they get anybody and just to fill in that perfect picture.
Right, just to have someone, and everybody gets lonely. I feel like especially you get older. And then the thing is, in Atlanta, like you said, when the ratio is so off like that, you're always around girls. I love my girls,
right?
But you want some male attention, but I think it's a line between being desperate and being with somebody that you actually
So let's ask that question: are most women desperate or not? I would say most women are desperate.
It depends on a woman because I'm not desperate and I've been celibate for a year and a half and now.
Oh my God, celibate for a year and a half. Celibate a year and a half is Rich Kitty approved.
Not that it hasn't been offered because probably last
you could get dick like
anybody. You're not they offering fellatio. They like, oh my God.
Well, they think that's gonna get
No. My tolerance is very high. I'm like, no. Go ahead.
Oh, we're done.
You ready to go? You ready to go? Okay, it's time to go.
No, I don't think you should get mad if you are a celibate person.
No.
That's too tempting.
I can kiss, but once you do that, I don't want the.
That's true. It is true. But I know what my mental is, and I know what I want. And so when you know what you want,
but isn't that a part of sex though? Like.
Yes, that's not celibate. That's fake celibate. That's fake celibate.
I didn't say I was doing it. it. I'm saying offered it.
We got it confused.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
They want it more when you're not giving it up. I feel like they want it
and
more.
And that's crazy. I'm offered and I want to pay a car note. I want to do this. I want to do that.
Because you're not having sex. Yeah. People, when like it's the hormone, they can smell it when you're not having sex. When I wasn't having sex, so many guys I was meeting, I'm talking about every week I was meeting guys because I wasn't having sex.
Yeah.
They
makes you different too because everybody's just throwing it at them.
That's what your new book told me. He told me you're different because you're not giving it up. He said that you're celibate, and that's very different for him. I said, oh, go ahead. What do you think about celibacy? Do you think it's helping you out?
It's helping me. Oh yeah, I'm an emotional.
Fucker, okay, and that, excuse my language, baby Cass, but there's two kind of women. There are women that's driven by emotions and love, and there's women like me that's driven by get my money, and if I find love, great. Right, the opposite. So, what do you think? You said you have been celibate?
A year and a half.
A year and a half. I swear this show is filled with a bunch of dry panty bitches. How are you going a year and a half celibate?
I mean, it's good. The most clarity I've had my whole life, honestly, being able to focus on the things that I need to focus on and not care about what's going on with these dudes. I'm an emotional person too. So being sexual with somebody, that's scary.
Keep going.
You have to you connected with somebody on a whole nother level. So being celibate, you could be that for yourself.
Right.
And now I could decide whether the bullcrap I'm not gonna take. I'm dating 3, 4 different, different guys, and now is you have that sexual element that's out of the picture. So now you can get what you
to
really
think
want.
clearer about what you want. Oh, you're not doing this, or because once you start having sex with someone, you start getting clouded, and everything is great.
Yes, that's what made me decide. I really made a pact with God, and I was just like, most times, listen, if I do this, I need to see some change. And I started seeing it because the last dude that I messed with, and it was really just a sexual thing. I realized where my joy.
Wait, don't say all that deep shit, yeah, huh?
Yeah.
What?
My joy was being tainted. I was somebody else was in control of how I felt that day. Yeah. And that was the worst feeling for me. And I looked in the mirror and I really looked at myself and was like, what are you doing? I was brought up, my mom really taught me self-esteem my whole life. Yeah. And I really was doubting myself, why you don't want to marry me? Why you start to doubt yourself? And that's the day.
Not knowing that he probably was just a greedy nigga. What you said earlier about some niggas, they just greedy.
They want it all.
And we also need to talk about the self-sabotage. Everything could be going right. That's the niggas that everything could be going right, and all of a sudden they like to try to find a motherfucking problem. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I've had that.
Right, 100%. The guy I'm talking to right now, one of them. Sorry. I'm just joking. But anyway, we dated years ago, and he really sabotaged it because he said, "I saw you as my wife. I saw all of that, and I really got scared, and I wasn't ready." But now he's now I'm putting him to the test now because it's okay, you want me back.
I think you and him gonna end up being together. I'm usually right because Coach Cooch don't never. I think y'all gonna be together though. The ones that you get on your nerves, the ones that you don't think you're gonna be with, those are the ones you end up with.
But I have a question for you then.
Yes, but
since it's not your situation, hypothetically speaking.
If
you were to date more than one guy on top of the
I've done that for years.
The first one that I like, I hold on. Yeah. So, do you tell them you're dating other guys?
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
I think you should be honest. Okay. You're my friend. I have other friends though.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it because I like to be honest, so that you won't be trying to kill me later on. I'm not
exactly.
into
I didn't tell you.
Okay.
He's delusional.
And it doesn't mess things up.
He's delusional. He's like, nobody else matters with me.
They want you more.
Yes, they want you more. I told him I went on a date, and I'm very honest. I told him I went on a date the other day. I was like, I went on a date. I went out to breakfast with this guy, and he hung up the phone on me.
I love that. Hang up on me. I love that.
Competition.
I told him, are you serious? He was so mad at me. I was like, listen, you're not stepping your game up. I haven't heard from you 2 days.
Guess what? 2 days, I don't hear from you, no call. Guess what? You're fired.
No
call, no show. You can't do it in corporate America. You can't do it with me.
And that's the problem with a lot of men. They're inconsistent. 1 minute they're all into you, and then next minute
fall back.
No, that's not inconsistent. Right, that's not inconsistent. The bitch that was dealing with was acting up when they met you.
Right.
Now she back acting right. You don't want your ass no more. That's how they do. Y'all niggas think y'all slick. What I want to know is how come y'all just can't be honest? I feel that women are very honest. I feel like we're dating other people. We'll say, listen, bud, I'm dating other people.
Exactly.
I have a man.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking you because he's getting on my nerves. He's not giving me enough attention.
Yeah.
Men, why y'all can't be honest? Do y'all think
they're
that men
not.
are honest?
No, they're not. They're
No,
greedy.
they're not.
Absolutely not.
Because the sad thing is with men, and they don't understand women. I to this day, I really believe.
Yes, I don't think they understand women either. I don't think so. We from different worlds.
We different world. Mars and Venus. It really is true.
I agree.
But they always feel like, okay, if I don't tell her, I'm just gonna make her mad. But they don't realize that you don't tell me, you do something, it's gonna make me even more mad.
And you don't realize that if you tell the truth, if the bitch really wanna fuck with you, she's still gonna fuck with you whether you like girl or not.
Why do you think it's
Let me know where we're at. Like, if you are talking to other women, then let me know, and we can have that agreement.
Yeah.
But don't have me thinking it's just me, because a lot of guys they'll have you thinking it's just you, but have 4 or 5 girls.
And I told you, ain't no man by themselves when you meet them. I don't believe when you meet a man. I don't believe no man's by themselves. I always ask a man, "Are you single?"
And my thing is, granted, you are gonna find that female like me who, when you say, "Yeah, I do have a girl," I'm gonna be like, "Okay, well, I'm good," going back to
you
your
got
business.
the ones that's not.
But why? I'm not that damn special. You know, it's a whole bunch of them that will be okay with it, so don't play me. But they like girls like you that will say, "Oh, I don't want to mess with you because you have a girl," because they feel as a child, and then they also feel like I'm a get her, and then when she want to be my girl, and when we leave my girl, and say, "You knew what it was." What about the fellas that say, "Well, you're not my girl, so I don't have to respect you"? See, this is where y'all bitches go. Well, you know what? It's time for me to go.
Right.
Exactly.
I don't believe in that. Let me tell you, like, I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that too a little later, about desperation. I don't care if I'm not your girl. I am your girl. The day you met me or the day you got my panties, I became your woman. You are not going to think you can sit there and do what the fuck you want to do. I know niggas that text other bitches in front of girls, try to talk to other girls in front of girls. I'm going to took this dude or whatever, right? And he used to, like, first of all, like, it was like one of those situations where we both had a situation, so I didn't really care. He had a lot of situations, but I had my own situation. He was more like just for fucking or whatever. So he used to try to get me mad by talking to people in front of me. And I used to be like, you think that gets me mad? That just make me show you that you a fuckboy nigga. Like, and that turns me off. Like, that made, and I stopped fucking with him because that was so corny to me. Like,
you get real dry.
Yeah, that's real dry. Like, that make you a whole nigga. Like, if anything, you'd be better off just annoying me. Not be like, what's wrong? I'm like,
but I appreciate the whole nigga because that's what made me wake up. Like,
the whole nigga will make you wake up.
You gotta go through that situation.
I appreciate it. Very good. You know, all of that great stuff. But he made me realize who I am. Yeah. And sometimes we forget, you know, you get sexual, that spirit is really on you.
Yeah. Especially if they got some good dick. I call it the demon dick.
And you know, when you're out of the situation, it's always when you're out of the situation that you start to be like, wait, I've been every other time, like, dang, I've been, it ain't this hard, it's been going on for years. I've been out.
Like, I'm telling you, he's going back to baby mother. I'm helping him plan how to get her back. And I was
right. But that's when you know you don't care about them. I don't care.
But it was like the point where, what am I doing?
Right. That's true.
Why am I
because another thing, a lot of things that girls do, and I know some girls do this on this panel, they think about being a guy's friend, you're winning. First of all, that's what they want. They want you to still be there for them as their friend, and don't give you no title and be their fucking friend and do everything for them like you was their girl. Absolutely not. I might be a girl that you can talk to about boy, like give me. Oh, I'm nosy too, so I'm like, what? Oh, word. I'm not helping you do shit. I ain't helping you do nothing. Anything physical, I'm not with it. I'm gone. It's canceled. I'm not involved. You know what I mean? I feel like women nowadays in 2017 is very desperate. I feel like they'll do anything just to get a little attention. They're not even getting no money from the dudes. At least back in the day, in the 90s, when bitches took shit, they bills was all paid for. Everything was good. They was wearing their bamboo earrings, they Coach bags. They would flee from these dudes.
It's because it's the
nowadays you don't get nothing.
Desperation, but women are making the money now. So that's why they're becoming desperate, because they becoming so career oriented that they forget about the family part. So they're okay, I'm desperate, I'm taking care of him.
Oh no, I can't do that.
They're forgetting about the family part. They doing that part
because
too.
The men,
but a lot of men, if they do feel inadequate, they lash out on the women. They lash out in other ways. Sometimes that involves cheating. But I think
they want to bump bitch. But that girl's on that level. They'll fuck a girl. Somebody that's more sweat
That's
down.
That's so true.
But it's
Yeah.
Oh my
also
God,
what you
that's
said,
true.
it's desperation
So
and
true.
going with the flow of the times. Because
That's
now
true.
they feel like it's in for, like a couple to have a girl
A
that
girlfriend.
they go deal with.
And
together.
And that's not
Every time,
happening.
and it's a self-esteem issue.
Yeah.
Now, if you're bisexual and you want to be with a girl and you let you and your man have a girlfriend,
That's
I understand.
whatever.
But if you're not into women at all and you're doing this to
losing
be
yourself.
that nigga,
Yeah,
you're not winning with that at all. Because at the end of the day,
You're gonna
if
be
they
hurt.
want you. What about the bitches that do that? Like some of these celebrities, women,
Yeah.
they have sex with girls.
Yeah.
And guess what?
But
They
he's
nigga
still out there
is
doing
still
stuff behind
exactly.
their
They
back.
kind of feel like
Yeah.
if I can't beat them during that kind of thing,
Right.
that's so
That'll work
stupid
in law.
because you're hurt. You're gonna get hurt eventually. You know, trying to play on his
Yeah.
Now, what about the diseases out here? That's
Hey,
what
that
I'm
was just what
saying.
came to my head. Like,
That's why I'm glad I'm married. I'm glad I'm married because back in the day I had a lot of fun, but I always had a condom. These bitches nowadays, y'all are in love, y'all busting it open with the naked dick. We call it naked dick. Now they make you with a barf. Like I don't know how anybody had a sex raw in 2017.
Listen,
And in
that
Atlanta,
was another rude awakening. Like, I'm not
you
doing
know how
it.
the statistics are in
Yeah.
Atlanta?
Tell us about it.
Atlanta's like one of the highest
Because everybody wants
and then
fun.
sometimes when you see the other type of chicks that they deal with,
Yeah.
it's like, wait a minute.
And then I hear gonna people that be like, well, she didn't look like she had a disease. She didn't look like
Like, what does it look like? You never know.
You
what it
don't.
You
looks
don't know what it looks like, but
Another reason why a lot of women are desperate because some of you guys just turn us off. Like
Yeah.
you could meet us in the street and be like, "Girl, I just want to eat your drawers
right
now."
now.
Like that is so fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Like we do not get
That's
turned
not a turn
on
on.
by that.
But
That's
Make me earn it. Make me work for
I
it.
went on one date with a guy, and literally, we eating breakfast. He's like, "Yo, let's just go right now. I just want to taste it. I just want."
because he think you gonna fuck. That's why he think that.
But I told you I'm not having sex. I'm having sex in a year and a half. What makes you so special that I'm gonna go F you right now?
Right,
That's
feeding.
what I wonder.
I hate a guy that's feeding. I like to give the drawers up to the guy that don't even want the drawers like that. Like let me give you the drawers. Let me seduce you a little bit.
Like, if you're offering it to me, who else?
And you know what else I hate when I was single? When you meet a guy, he be like, who you live with?
Oh my God. Cause you trying to come over, you trying to open it. Like, wow.
That's so burnish. Y'all guys gotta stop doing that.
That's what they
That shit is so
But we have to ask that question though.
Yeah.
We have
Oh,
to. Because you live with
But we're
your mama,
asking
your
you
baby
for
mama,
different
or your
reasons.
girlfriend, your
We're
wife.
asking for different reasons.
Yeah.
They're asking because they want to try to see how long it's gonna take them to go to your house and fuck you.
But another question I have, like when you ask questions, now that I'm telling I'm asking 100 questions. I want to know this. I want to know.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
And we don't care.
When they say like you asking too many questions or why you asking so many.
Oh no!
Bye. See you later. Nice to meet you.
I don't care. I don't care. If I ask what the fuck I want to answer, you all you could do is say you decline the answer, and then I can decline the fuck.
That's a red flag. That's a red flag.
Yeah, but it depends on what questions. Like, I'm not gonna be like, well, how much money you make? Like, not like that. But I need to know your lifestyle so I can know what I'm fucking with. Yeah, you guys, when you do that, you just turn us the fuck off. So what were you saying?
Like a simple question as if your name is okay, just to say DR or something.
Yeah.
Like, does that
What does it mean?
What does that mean? Like,
Right.
And they got mad?
they was like,
I never used to let guys give me
Oh yeah, just do extra
nicknames.
nicknames.
Because they feel like you not
The
supposed to
Asian
ask
guy,
me
he was like,
questions.
what you gonna look me up? I mean,
That mean he had a felony.
Yeah,
He told me he got in some trouble. I looked him up and he robbed some people that was in the line for some Jordans.
Oh shit! Oh, you bad. You stop it. You would have been a nigga to rob your house. No. I can set a drug dealer, but a robber.
You're a thief.
Yeah.
You don't value nobody's life because people get hurt and killed.
Yeah, over Jordan. And then a Jordan. Like you gonna be a robber? Let me look you up. If you say you robbed Bank of America 3 times, I understand. But Jordan, that nigga gonna be trying to rob you for your Rihanna Pumas, dog. I can't stand
That was the angry,
angry black man, dog.
you know what else I'm noticing? The sensitive men. Like right now,
Oh my God.
oh, so you don't call me back? You don't really fuck with me. You don't really mess with me.
sensitive.
Right.
Oh,
And they only doing that because men love abuse. Check out my book right now on Amazon or your Kindle. Men love abuse. People like when you ignore them, and you turn a man into a bitch real quick. When you be like, I'm good. I ain't calling you, whatever.
Yeah.
Next day they be like, oh, why you can't
Too
call me?
busy.
Why you too busy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
going down. So if you can't get that now, you ain't gonna be able to get with it later.
That's true, ladies. I hope y'all are taking heed to everything that we're talking about. And let's talk about guys who don't want to take you on a date. A lot of you girls need to stay single.
Yeah.
If you meet a guy and all he's talking about some Netflix and chill.
You want to come
What
home
you
and cook
cook?
me?
You gonna cook me?
For me.
Anytime that, like when I was dating before I had my boo. But anytime a guy
She had
would
to
be
look for
like,
like 2 minutes.
But she excited about
I like it for you. I like it.
but you know, anytime a guy's like, you know, so what is it? What you doing at what time?
Oh, you can't call me after 10
Oh,
o'clock.
don't call me at the 9.
What you about to do?
I'm always up to
I had this guy. This guy, he would every time ask me, oh, so you want to come through? And he was an older dude. He was an older dude. And I was like, okay, is he trying to get to know me or what? So the first time I gave him 2 chances. The first time I gave him a chance, he was like, you know, oh, you know, you want to come? I was going to ask you if you wanted to come over and chill. Come over and chill. How old is he? 40?
Oh, 40 years old. He knew better than that.
Come over and chill.
When did they grow up?
And then so I got turned off. When I get turned off, it's a done deal. I don't text back. So after a while, you know, I seen him again. And I was like, you know what? He's a nice guy. He seems like a nice guy. Maybe he just got it wrong, and maybe he won't try me like
right, because they do that because a lot of women that line didn't work for.
But he did it again. And I was like, all right.
Cut it right off. Ladies, this is some great advice. As soon as you hear something that you don't like and something you're not about, delete them, block them, that's it. That's it. Who is this? You don't accept house dates. You don't accept a man cooking for you. He don't even know what kind of fucking food you like.
You don't cook whatever you accept in
the beginning will be your downfall in the end. Well, we gave you girls a lot of tips tonight about being single, not being single. I want you girls to give your last thoughts about single and being single, and also your advice for single women, because it's always like being single is like having a ringworm now. Everybody acts like it's such a bad thing, especially around Thanksgiving when you go visit your fucking family and you over 30 and they say, well, where's your husband at? Where's your kids? Fucking mind your business on birthday. You got 5 kids and 5 baby phones. Okay, so we're gonna start with you, Bonita. Give us your last thoughts on being single and also some advice for the single ladies.
Okay, my last thought on being single is get to know yourself. Love yourself. This is the time
to know.
Exactly. This is the time to know everything that you like, all the things that you're not going to take. This is the time to know everything about you. So when you go into it, you know who you are when you're going into a relationship, because you don't want to be in a relationship trying to find yourself. That's where there's big problems.
Right.
Another thing is don't let nobody determine when it's the time to have kids, to be married, to decide what you need to do for your life. When you get to know yourself, you realize, listen, these are the choices I want to make. And when love comes, it's going to come. I'm still optimistic. I am a hopeless romantic.
Yes, you too. My friends love love. Y'all be making me feel rough. I love love. I love me. I love me. Oh, yes, I got that tattooed on me.
Family. So, I do want to find love, and I will find it, but it's going to be for the right one, and I'm going to do exactly what I'm not saying I'm just going to be perfect. I'm not saying that because I've been a year and a half, I'm going to get married to my husband and we're going to have a wonderful
nothing is perfect.
Nothing is perfect.
But what is perfect in the world? At least you ain't lose no pussy. That's what I say. Pussy points. Okay, what would be your advice for the single ladies, or your last thoughts?
Well, my last thought would be that it's nothing wrong with being single. It's a difference between being alone and being lonely. When I was single, I was not lonely.
Me neither. I definitely wasn't lonely.
I never was lonely. Like, I'm not the type of person that don't like to go out to eat by myself. Me and my kids, like, that's good to me. But we all want that family union. Like, as a female, you want, you know, the husband, kids, the whole picture perfect family. But it's nothing that you have to do in a haste to where you feel like you taking anything or any type of situation to build on that. You can't wait it out. I think that that's the most, aside from your relationship with God, like you really have to pray about your family structure.
Pray. That's right. Okay, Miko.
Well, from my experience, I would say you have to be happy with yourself. Because if you're not happy and you're looking for someone else to complete you, it's not ever going to work. You know, I remember looking for just to have that person and say, oh, that's gonna make me happy.
Right.
But I had to actually find that joy myself and pray and find out what I like and, you know, do all the things that makes me happy before I found somebody that
makes you happy.
That's
That's
true.
correct. That's right. What about you, Eleese? Final thoughts, some advice. Give some advice.
Well, I can't give advice because I'm single and I'm still figuring it out myself. But what I have kind of figured out is have fun. Don't settle for just the one, and you know, just date around, meet a couple different ones.
That's right.
Don't make excuses because that's my biggest thing. I'm like, but
Really nice.
yeah, I need this hard.
Fuck being nice. That's my advice.
Right. No, there's none of that. You know, be no nonsense. You know, and just have fun. You know, love on yourself.
Yes.
Do things for yourself.
Exactly.
You know,
and get to know when you get to know yourself, you will know everything that you need to go into a relationship. So when you go into a relationship, you can be everything.
That's right.
and don't go everywhere expecting to find a man.
That's right. Oh, I want to get to that too. That is a good one. I'm going to read off what she said. Ladies, even though you're single, stop being mad when you go out with your girls and you don't meet a guy that night. Don't be a bitch. Don't go and thinking about a man because I really believe, this is some of my advice is, I really believe when you're not looking, it will find you. I met my husband when I was buying a car and with the dealer. I think that is no specific place. A lot of times people say, well, Coach Cooch, where can I find a man? I say, listen, a man will find you. You can be in a store trying to get some juice for your kid real quick, run it, and run right into that nigga, hit him, and he be like, oh, let me get you that juice. And y'all look at each other like, yo, that's my nigga right there. And you know I'm not a hopeless romantic. I get goosebumps about that because things like that, I've seen that happen. Somebody meets somebody out of the blue, went to the kid's school, and them and the guidance counselor end up being together. It can happen at any time. And that's the point of love, okay? My advice to all the single ladies at home is, I'm going to take away like from all y'all, is that you know I am the self-love coach. Like, listen, I love me, it's tatted on me. I think you have to love yourself. I think you can't settle, don't take no bullshit. What you do take in the beginning will be your downfall. And I write that in all my books because it's very important. Stop feeding. If a nigga ain't calling you, listen, Obama got time, Jay-Z got time. His regular ass, he has time. If he really want to call you and be with you, he will do it. Don't force nothing. You cannot force fetch, like I say on this show all the time. And let shit happen. Because I believe me, if you take care of yourself and you put the standards in place for yourself, they're going to see how you take care of yourself and know, I got to be that man to be with that type of man. And get rid of all the negative people in your life. Because sometimes when you're around these miserable bitches, you start to just accept anything. You're like, well, at least my situation and her situation, it don't matter. It don't matter whose situation. If it's not good, it's not good at all for you. And make sure, like I said, you just love yourself because all you got is yourself. There's nobody that's going to jump in that grave with you. Not your mom, not your father, nobody. So make decisions for you. And sometimes you are going to be a man that may not be at everything that you want. Sometimes you are going to have to work with a man, but make sure that he's working with himself first, okay? I'm Tionna Smalls. These are the Rich Kitties. We'll see you next week.
What's up with you? It's been a while now since I seen you. Keep looking at my phone, watch your pictures. What's been going on? Why haven't I heard from you? It's been some weeks. Guess my feelings got too deep. Didn't wanna call you